dun 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 dun. We ain't got theme music yet. Welcome to Dopest Dads. It's your boy. You can call me Fred.
He was about to drop the DJ Freddie Freedom. I seen the pause. You know who it is. He got the radio on the shirt, man. You know what time it is. Still DJ Freddie Freedom at heart.
I'm sitting here at the dining room table this afternoon. Two of my best friends sitting there with Randall Benjamin.
Yeah.
And Chris Danny Anthem.
Hello.
Oh, hold on. I can't hear you. Talk again real quick.
Check.
Hold on. No, I cannot.
Turn my mic up. Please, turn my mic up.
Go ahead again.
Turn my mic up. Can you hear me
There
now?
we go.
Hallelujah.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Go again. I guess we should
Check.
have did a sound check. Yeah.
I thought we did a sound check. We was just talking into the mic.
Remember he said we was good. I left it all the same.
Yeah.
Was good, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
I ain't changed nothing. Brooklyn came in here with scratching and mixing.
And she does come in here and record her fake YouTube videos, just the audio though. Like, hey guys, my name's Brooklyn Thomas. My dad picks me up from daycare, and I go to kindergarten school with such and such and such and such. All right.
She gonna be famous before us.
You gonna let her be one of the kid YouTubers?
I don't know. I don't know. You know, people put too much into their kids. I feel like I don't want to make her feel forced in anything.
Little homie make what, $8 million a year?
I think so. Ryan.
Little Ryan World.
Yeah, Ryan's
He
World.
Like $8 million a year, something like that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know who this is.
He
got
unboxes toys.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. The unbox. I didn't know the kid's name. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's Hispanic. I think his name's Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know. I thought he was Asian. I don't know.
Oh.
I do tell my kids to get off YouTube. It's
Yeah.
just shorts. It's
They just keep going. Like this,
Yeah.
it's never. The shorts are literally never ending, and it reels you in, of course.
Yeah, it's the same thing as doom scrolling for adults.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
exactly the same thing.
And that's why we got Brooklyn. We got kids YouTube on our iPad because they don't have reels, and it's all kids based stuff. She never comes across
just
anything
Ryan
weird. Yeah,
That might be worse.
and they do. She will see a toy and say, "Daddy, can I get that?" I just say yes because she's gonna forget it in a couple of days.
She gonna see a new one and be like, "Oh, can I get that?" Yeah.
You got that luxury. My kids don't forget a thing, bro. My daughter would come up. You remember that promise you had made me 6.5 years ago, Daddy? Yeah, I heard that. So what you had said was, like, my kids don't forget anything, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's not
hilarious.
good. It's not good. It's a problem. I can't lie to my children.
Christmas is a mug.
And Santa Claus never lies. But this kind of what we're gonna talk about this episode anyway. But how are you guys doing this week? What happened this week? Any stories you want to tell? Anything, life lessons you guys learned this week, or any bullshit you came through?
My wife just got back on Wednesday, so bro, all y'all single parents, I just want to let y'all know how much I respect y'all.
Oh yeah, I could not
the
do this alone.
organization and the perseverance that it takes to do that. Like I did it for like 4 days, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
This is ridiculous.
And I need a partner in this.
You know, and I think the thing that got it was like her mom was gone too, so she's usually the person who would help us.
Yeah,
My mom stepped up, helped out, so I was appreciative of that. But yeah, it was just that right there that's a full-time job, and then you work a full-time job, and I was like, that's crazy.
The juice. I couldn't imagine being left alone with 3 little girls. My one little girl. No matter. My
Activities would be cut down.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't doing all of these. Y'all all can pick one. You got one. Like, that was one of the things that killed me because you got to get this person here. And this is, I was like, oh yeah, well, one person, this is really hard.
Yeah. I remember last weekend you said, I think you had a baseball game or baseball practice and a birthday party.
Yeah.
And you still made time to come over here and kick it with us.
We were moving people around.
Yeah, nah.
Shout out to my support system if y'all listening. Y'all awesome.
Y'all need to be listening, man. We need those views.
Yeah, I need to be. You better be listening.
We need y'all more than ever.
Nah, I just got to deal with my middle child Izzy with band.
Yeah.
And so that's a full-time job for him. He there every day.
And I heard he
Is he in like marching band or
Yeah.
something?
He had football games.
Yeah, football. The football games got rained out this week.
They practice
I
just
know
as much
that.
as the players though.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking about over
Yeah.
the summer. It was like 9 to 8, and then like 12 to 9.
Yeah, they
And then like now it's after school every day till 6 o'clock, and then sometimes they got to come in at 6 o'clock till 9.
Dang.
Every day, Monday through Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5 on Saturday.
If I wanted to do that, I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna do jazz, man.
Like dog,
it's
he's
mellow
so
and
with
smooth.
it.
It's right up my alley, and it's in the AC.
He's
Yeah,
so
oh,
with
yeah.
it, man. It's like I'm surprised.
That's what's up, though. What's he play again?
Saxophone.
Yeah.
Oh, he gonna be dangerous in a little bit.
I'm hoping he sticks with it, man. Just because it surprised me how he was the one. Like my children are ridiculously athletic.
Mm-hmm.
Like my oldest takes full advantage of it. Like he take advantage. Like he got AP weights. Like I don't know.
AP weights.
You know what I mean? Like that's all he does. He's play sports, all that stuff. And Izzy, we had him playing soccer and stuff, you know what I mean? But then as soon as he was like, hey, what you want to do? Nothing. He was like, yeah, I ain't doing nothing. He chilling. But he got in
the option.
Yeah, but he got into playing music, you know what I mean? Started off with the trumpet, you know what I mean? Got into the saxophone. And we had the piano at home, and he just picked that up naturally.
Oh,
so
wow.
whenever, so
Piano, that's
learned,
crazy.
and so so when he learns on the saxophone, he just knows the notes, and so he'll play it on the piano. And so he picked up music, enjoyed it a lot, but I don't know he's like my height, so he like 6'2", and he 14. So like that, I don't want him to be just like a super lanky person. In the sense of you seen those really, really tall, really, really skinny guys. I want him to round out a little bit well, and I was a little worried about him finding something that'll get him active physically to want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Put on some, you know what I mean, to balance out that height a little bit. So I'm pretty excited about him picking up because he's with it, man. He likes to do it.
That's crazy.
And so he enjoys the structure of it. I'm hoping if he stick with it, he go to a HBCU, learn how to loosen up a little
Heck
bit.
yeah.
And he gonna be like the white dude on drumline trying to loosen up. He gonna be trying to figure out to get them legs together, but he gonna get it. That's my dude. But yeah, the other two, man, they just do their thing, man. Bella, she'll figure out what she want to do. She do whatever she want.
Yeah.
Yeah, she full girl. Hear me roar. I'm talking Lion King, Simba, all of that.
And Brooklyn called her best friend. She said, I hung out with my best friends last night. I said, who your best friends? She said, Lexi and Bella.
Lexi and Bella.
And she asked where Mila was. That's why, Vash was getting ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And Brooklyn wanted to stay home.
Oh.
She said, my friend is coming over. I'm going to stay here with Daddy.
Wow.
I said, I don't think anybody's coming, baby.
I figure we'd take a week off and then we'll resume. Do an every other week scenario. Give Vash a break.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And my week was a good week. I tell you guys I went out with Brandon last weekend.
Yeah, you did tell us you went to that. It was out in Lafayette.
Yeah, that game in Lafayette. Yeah. My fiance had a work thing on like Thursday, and so I had to work late. So I had my son go over and pick Brooklyn up from daycare, come home. And before I left work, I ordered pizza and I ordered myself wings. And so I get home, the pizza shows up, the wings show up. I shower, I come back downstairs, and Brooklyn is eating pizza. She's eating 2 pieces of pizza.
The wings gone.
No, wings are
Wings gone.
Oh, okay.
The wings are I'm the only one who eats wings. Well, I'm the only one who got wings that day, and I let it be known the wings were mine. So I don't know if she's eating 2 pieces of pizza, though. So I come downstairs and I give her 2 pieces of pizza, and she eats those.
Dang.
And so I'm like, all right, cool. It's a medium pizza, so it's not big pieces, but it's a
Okay.
medium pizza. It's big enough. I put her to bed that night, and I lay down in my room, and I hear her coughing. So I'm like, all right, let me go peek in on her. I peek in on her. She's sitting straight up in bed. And I'm like, is everything okay, Brooks? And she shake her head, no. I'm like, are you about to throw up? She says, yes. And I was like, all right, babe, let's go to the bathroom. She says, no. And she throws up right there into her comforter. Like, it's just like, for real, it's the puddle of throw up.
Pizza throw up.
Yeah, and it smelled just like Papa John's. I ain't gonna eat Papa John's in a minute now. But she did that. I just, whole comforter just trash now. Forget it, it's trash.
It's trash.
I ain't about to dump this out there and try to wash it. This is trash now.
It's trash.
If Mom ain't home, we'll deal with it later. Don't tell her. I think she found out this morning that it was trash. And so I get her cleaned up, new shirt on, because all she did was throw up into the thing. And get her cleaned up, use the bathroom good. I put her back in her room. I'm like, all right, Brooklyn. And she doesn't want to go there. So I put her in my room. And she's sitting in our bed, just sitting straight up. I was like, all right, Brooklyn, lay down. And she just starts crying out of nowhere. And like hard crying.
She got heartburn now.
Maybe,
She gonna do.
maybe
Hey,
so.
Brian, she gonna do 40-year-old man problems. That's indigestion and heartburn. I know exactly what she gonna
Maybe
do.
so.
Eating all that pizza.
I didn't even think about that. So if I said, Brooklyn, just lay down, she falls like she just passes out onto my chest and is asleep instantly. And I'm like, man, hate them niggas trying to tell me this shit was going to happen. I thought it was going to be nice, peaceful nights every night. She's going to sleep in her own room and be cool. Shit ain't happened once. Y'all niggas
Nah,
warn me.
man. What? Pretty for sure you don't.
Randall warned me late. If Randall warned me after my fiance was
I'm
pregnant.
pretty sure I told you make sure she don't sleep in your bed before you even started, because I was going through trying to get him out of my bed.
Man.
Yeah, I say I'm pretty for sure. I'm
Getting
pretty for
Samir
sure
out my
we
bed at
told
that time,
you.
because I knew I had another one on the way.
Yeah, because it was rough getting the boys out for sure. Bella, by Bella we knew.
But it's hard too.
It's
Like
hard.
when you trying to take it, like, because me and my wife worked different shifts,
Yeah,
and so it
yeah.
helped with childcare.
Uh-huh.
But I'm getting off. I'm tired.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna feed you. We gonna play for a little bit. And my kids spent half of their first months on my chest, like sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy about it now because how close we are. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But like, it was like, yeah, you just where I sleep, you gonna sleep. That way I keep an eye on you.
Come on.
So I do get it, bro. Like it gets to be impossible, especially if like you a good dad, you contributing, you getting up at night, you doing what you're
Yeah.
supposed to do. So at a certain point, you're like, yeah, come on,
Yeah, that's what it is. Come on. It's just gonna
come
be
on, lay
easier
in
this
the
way.
bed. Come on,
And make it easy on everybody.
yeah, for sure.
But Mr. Benjamin threw us a story in the group chat this week. You want to go ahead and talk about? I know it's a little bit grim.
Yeah, it's a little darker. But we're going to, I guess, skim past the darkness. Get straight to the opinion. No, I guess last year, there were some friends riding in a car, and the driver was going 100 miles an hour in a 25 residential zone. And when they crashed, they killed the passenger. And so the parent of the passenger is suing the parent of the driver. And now that's what I want to ask you guys. How would you handle that situation where
It's
If I was
weird.
the parent of the passenger,
parent of a passenger, like a parent, like your kid riding in the car?
I'm not sure we have to worry about the lawsuit if it's me. I think I might need bail.
I'm gonna get it back in blood.
No, well, I did read the story that when you sent it. I think the problem was like they knew that kid was being reckless. Like they had told them. Like I see both sides of this. Like they told them several times. The parents had told them several times, and so obviously the other parents knew this kid. So on the other side, like, why do you let your kid get in this car? Like if I know this kid, like that's my problem.
That is
with
another
this.
part of the story. The parents of the driver had the app track the car of the teenager, and they know they've seen them driving over 100 miles an hour, texting them, "Hey, slow down, stop it."
But that's
and
my
I
thing,
think
but
they got him a new car. I think he crashed one car before, and they got him another fast car, like another sports car, and was just telling them to slow down.
But obviously, the other parents knew too. If they knew they have enough information to bring a lawsuit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it's not like the parents of the driver are gonna just volunteer that. So obviously, the other parents knew what this kid was doing. Why I'm not letting my kid get in that car?
No, and there were plenty of times me as a kid growing up, my parents told me don't ride with this person, don't ride with that person.
Yeah,
come on, don't ride with certain people.
Yeah.
See, now we do have a rule. I do have a rule like that. I don't really let my kids ride with other children.
Okay.
Like, there's nobody, and I think their generation is a little different. Like, and I got older kids. Like my 17-year-old, he's gotten a ride home from school from France, but I live 4 minutes from the high school.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You literally
I don't
hit
even
a
have
light,
that
and then
luxury,
it's
bro.
my neighborhood. You know what I mean? I live like in the middle of all their schools, so that's pretty dope. But excuse me, the like long distance he had my friend want to go to the movies real quick. He gonna come pick me up. Nah, I'll drop you off over there.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that little nigga driving. And I done been around them little I done been in the streets with them little bastards driving around high school.
But
and
think
so,
about
like,
you, though.
he know not to ride with nobody too crazy. So I done talked to him like, nah.
And I think he has good judgment.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he
just
got-
knowing
he-
from him.
Yeah, he got pretty good judgment like that to where he's not going to ride with anybody he know drives crazy. If he does decide to get a ride home and not walk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Himself.
But did your parents know who you was out here in these streets with?
Yeah, come on, man. Like, my parents met all of y'all. Remember, y'all don't remember? Like, my parents, like, physically met y'all at one. Like, it might have been at church and y'all don't remember.
Yeah.
It might have been nonchalant.
Yeah.
We were so young when it happened. But, like, think of, like, when Cameron, like me and Cameron Smith, we kicking it. You know what I mean? He driving, like, come in the house and meet my parents.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Matt Flanagan came in the house. Met Joel Dedamore came in the house, meet my, like, even all my white friends. Come in the house, meet my parents. Like, you got to meet them. I'm not, you know what I mean? Girls want to come around. Come in the house, meet my mom. I'm not getting in the freaking car with you. If you haven't met my parents, they don't know what's going on. Like, it's just how it was for me.
See, my daughter
and I don't even
has to get in the car because for their softball field is
Not
on
on property.
Midhofer.
Yeah.
So they have a whole carpooling system. But also, my daughter wants to live.
See, but is that the adults driving that thing?
No, it's the kids. It's the older
It's teammates.
It's the older teammates driving the younger ones. Because you can't even park there if you're a freshman or a sophomore. They don't have enough spaces. They only allow the upperclassmen to drive to school. So even if we were to get my daughter a car, she wouldn't be able to drive to practice anyway. You know, I mean, she wouldn't be able to drive to school. So like at a certain point, I was like, okay, my daughter's been in a minor crash. She knows what it is. I got the 360 app. So I can see how fast she goes anyway. So if there's ever anything that's going on that's stupid, it's going to risky drive or something, you know what I mean? It's going to tell me. So like it's a weird thing though. Like I think girls are different too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's why if I was raising little boys, I'd be a lot more worried about, you know, speeding and racing and things like that. Like girls really don't. At least when we were kids, girls really weren't into that.
They weren't that
really
risky.
do that. And
they ain't risky. They just bad drivers when they get older.
They just bad.
They become
horrible
nonchalant.
soccer moms. PSA to you soccer moms. I hate your driving. Okay.
But they wine and Percocets.
No, actually, no. Not all soccer moms. I tell you who's the worst drivers, bro. The worst drivers are Carmel soccer moms.
Oh, yeah.
I lived there. This woman had the audacity to swerve into my lane and then flick me off, and I had to remember I was in Carmel. Like I had to think, you know what? You're gonna win by default. Go on with
Definitely.
yeah, but like I don't like it. I didn't like it at first. Like it still makes me a little nervous.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know this kids. I know these kids.
Yeah.
I don't know these kids driving.
Right.
I've never seen these kids drive.
Yeah.
You know, so that makes me a little worried. But I think it's one of those things because You just kind of cover yourself in prayer and move on.
I said you pray and trust
cover
God.
your family in prayer and move
Yep.
on. Because what else? What other choice do you have? She's got to get to practice. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna not let her play, and I'm not gonna be able to go and pick her up. Not every day for practice. So it was just one of those things, and it ended up going well. She made some friends, but it's not easy at first. You know, it was definitely an adjustment. But also, I think I'm trying to give my daughter room to grow. I told my wife that the other day. Like, we have done too much for her. If at 16 you could have released me into the wild, I would have made it.
Would have made it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like at 16,
streets,
I would
would have made it.
Like, I didn't know enough to be an adult, but I would have had enough skills to, find a place to stay, figure things out. You know what I mean? Get a job, do what I need to do to survive. If I was to release my daughter right now,
these kids,
ooh, it'd be an ugly sight, bro. Ugly sight. And I was like, that's partially our fault.
Because we didn't want them to grow up as bad as we did,
right?
As bad as we had.
We wanted to give them a little more comfort,
yep.
And to a point, I think, like,
not so much freedom.
Yeah. Because there's no
latch. At 16.
Yeah, because we were all kind of latchkey kids, dog. Like,
yeah,
I came home and I was the man of the house.
Yeah.
It was me and my sisters, and I'm protecting the house. I'm looking out. I'm making sure everybody gets in. Like, it's
walking around the house with the biggest butcher knife.
You already know what it is.
I got it, mommy.
I already know what it is. Like, my dad worked nights.
Come on, man.
So who walking around with my mama if she hears sound? Me.
Yep.
So it was different for us. Like, as kids, we just had a different upbringing. Plus, the locations of our upbringing were different.
Yeah.
Like, my kids have never really seen the hood. Cursed it a little bit, but really, as far as like living there and growing up there, my kids don't know about that life.
My complete 180 from where I grew up.
But that's not a problem. I don't think that's a bad
thing. That
thing.
was the goal, though. That
was the goal. That is the goal.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. But I just need you to have some more life skills before I let you go out here. Dang, I wasn't gonna say all that.
Hey, what my son may say that one time. Though my son said, he was like, "Nah," he said, "Any two situations pop up, we gonna let Dan handle that because he grew up like that. Not us. We from Fishers." I was like, man, what? That boy fool, man.
You know what it is.
You know what time it is. He's like, we're gonna let Daddy handle all the hood situations. That's just
man. We did this on purpose. We did this on purpose.
Just need to get emphasis on the life skills. More emphasis on life skills from here on out until you move out.
Yeah, man. Come on, that's really what I've been on too. Just
like, I know I'm not gonna do that for you. I'll let you do it. I'll be here if you need help.
We're having that same conversation with our 20-year-old.
that's what I'm starting now, bro.
Yeah, you got it, like, bro. When you got it, like, hey, whenever you start, man, because it's. Eventually, it's
because we didn't. I guess we didn't think we'd be having it so early because it was supposed to. We thought it'd be at college right now.
Yeah.
But it's still we're having a conversation like, all right, he's not at college. He needs to figure out online school if he's going to go. He needs to figure out how to pay for this car himself now. And like, all right, yeah. My first bills as a kid was car insurance and a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And that was me at probably 17. He's 20. Like, he needs to experience that now. Like, all right, you know what? He's going to online school part-time. He can work part-time. His part-time job should cover that and still have something for savings and fun.
Just your car note.
Yeah.
Car note and your cell phone.
Not even a car, just car insurance.
Ah, bro.
Yeah, but it might be going up. He did have an accident. So it might be going up. So even still, $500 car insurance.
He had an accident?
Ain't no mic
we just got him a car.
And another one.
Not even a month ago. Like, it still had paper tags on it.
Okay, all right.
And we think it was texting and driving. He said a blue Subaru came across and ran him into the side.
It's always a blue Subaru.
It's always a blue Subaru.
He lied.
I think so too.
I don't know.
I mean, I think it's texting and driving. His mom said it first.
Man, when's the last time you seen a Subaru in the street?
I do see him often.
He was like, man, it was a black Daewoo.
A Daewoo would have been something different. I would have.
Hey, bro, how do you know what a Daewoo is?
Daewoo been done since before you was born. But yeah, I mean,
no, I ain't lying. It was a classic.
And these I guess I didn't think we'd be having this conversation that soon. Like we thought it'd be at school, but it's like, all right, it's time to man up now. Because at school he had a one of those work study jobs, whatever, and his food was on credit.
It was all structured out for him.
Yeah.
Even he would get cash once a month, an allowance.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, let's work now. Let's be men.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you this, and I give you the same advice I gave a family member of mine I recently tried to help that I wasn't able to fully. The way I wanted to anyway. But at this age and this time right now, the military might be the best option.
Yeah.
Just because not only are you forced into that structure, a structure that teaches you how to live, it pays you while you do it.
Yeah.
And he has no responsibilities. And he can make a decent amount of money for a few years.
Yeah.
And get trained in whatever he want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that might working part-time, going to school part-time, like he can go to school and finish up and end up going to officer candidate school. You know what I mean? Like I think there's programs to help him finish school, but you committing to the military afterwards and he go in as an officer. That's a whole nother ball game.
I'll bring that up to him.
But yeah, I would look into that, man, just because there's so much you can get from it right now. I usually don't tell people to lean that way. I usually say, nah, forget that.
Yeah. You have been pretty heavy into the military, though. You mentioned it for a couple other people, I think.
Just because, right now, just certain situations of certain people at a certain age. Like you 20, 21, and you ain't got no kids or nothing like that. Like, man, you ain't doing nothing. No point in sitting on your mama couch.
I don't know, man. The military kind of got me upset right now. Lost a good employee over the military, man.
Lost a good employee.
Lost a good employee over the military. Was a African immigrant by way of Poland, I think.
African immigrant by way of Poland.
Yeah, he left Nigeria.
That boy been around.
Yeah.
That boy been around.
And got his master's degree in Poland in logistics, and came to work over here to work under me, and realized he didn't like that too much, so he joined the Navy Reserve. And then he called the day he graduated and said, "Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and just join up completely. See y'all later or never again." I lost a good employee to the military. Shout out to him though.
Hey man,
I don't even know how to
got
take
a
the
master's
story.
degree.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what did you expect?
I know.
They lost a great employee.
I know.
He did not belong there under nobody.
At all. He made a fine choice. I hope he stuck with logistics too.
I mean, masters. I hope he did. Hope he ain't just out there marching.
Now I'm gonna go to the front lines instead. Nah,
use their mind.
Shout out to AB, man, because I think he made a fantastic choice because he had no kids either. He's 35, no kids. Yeah, I would not be staying here either. I'm cool. I'm out, son. I got kids though.
Plus, if he's trying to become is he here permanently now?
I think he might have been here on a visa. So I think
that'll definitely help. That'll definitely look.
I think him joining the military would get him upgraded citizenship.
Yeah, for sure. He can stay.
Yeah, hey, shout out. I have no complaints. You want to come in this country and join the military, you go for it, baby.
For real. Like that's it right there.
Yeah. And do your 4 years and be welcomed with open arms.
Absolutely.
I guess welcome everybody with open arms.
No, they don't.
In theory.
No, they don't.
In saying we're supposed to.
Parts of the country want to put up rail guns at their border. Only on the Mexican side, though.
Only on the Mexican
Canadians
border.
can come over willy-nilly.
Oh, Willie, you can just walk over the Canadian border still just now. Oh, willy-nilly.
They come over willy-nilly.
Yeah, and then they don't have a fence going across any of it.
I think they stop us.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of wilderness, bro. You're not going to walk through that.
I think they stop us at the time. I think they do stop us now. I don't think they let us into Canada willy-nilly.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you're going across the border the right way, yeah, everybody gets stopped. Or,
But I think I
Well, you used to be able to go
Canada.
Canada. At one point, you didn't even need a passport to go to Canada.
Like, yeah, they would just ask what you visit, how long you visited for.
Yeah.
Like, but I think now, I don't know. If
you gotta have
letting-
a. I thought that's all
yeah,
it was
I think,
too. Like they just what you showing up for.
Because same thing for Mexico. At one point, you didn't need a passport. I think certain
Yeah, I
places,
don't
I
know.
still don't think you need a
I
passport
don't,
for
yeah, I
Mexico.
don't think you want to go to Mexico if you ain't staying on a resort right now.
Yeah, no, I
anyway.
wouldn't want
I think
to.
that's
I have no reason to go to Mexico.
certain areas, certain resorts. You just
Yeah.
go there, stay there, and enjoy yourself. And
Yeah, people talking about I'm leaving the
Come back
resort.
home.
I'm not leaving. The resort is all inclusive.
and it's including
What?
my ass.
You not the whole time. You not gonna go see any of the local culture?
Hell
The
no.
local culture that's included when they come in and do this walk.
They can come to the resort to see me. And bring
Bruh,
that shit
unless I
here.
know Chapo Jr. cool with me, I ain't going out there.
I still ain't going out there because I don't
Bro,
know.
my boy was telling me they ain't doing that to no, especially not black people. You ain't worth nothing. Ain't
know.
nobody paying for
I don't know.
us.
I saw a black woman go missing down there. I think
Come
it was
on,
earlier
bruh.
this
I ain't
year.
getting caught up in no situations.
cool.
It
I'm
ain't
staying-
about them. I ain't worried about them looking for me to look like I'm worth something. I just might be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Because you never know when it's going to pop out.
Another cartel member that's there having dinner with you.
That's
you got
like-
a whole other table.
That's like you just walking down Post Road willy-nilly all day. No. I ain't going all day.
Leave
there.
Post Road alone.
Nah,
Leave
come
Post
on,
Road
bro, that's
alone.
the home. I ain't going down there all day willy nilly. I'm gonna go where I need to go. I'm gonna go kick it with the homies where I'm kicking it with the homies at, and I'm sitting there.
I don't know how we always come back to Post Road. We is talking about a car accident.
Where's the car accident at?
Man, this conversation traveled for real. This conversation had some legs.
The parents suing the other parents.
Oh damn, we ain't talking about.
Bro, you forgot about that?
We ain't talk about that at all, did we?
Let's get back to it.
It makes me think about that story though. When you said it, I thought about that story about that teenage girl and killing her boyfriend and his best friend. She drove. I think she found out they went to a party that night.
Mm-hmm.
She found out he was talking to another girl, and drove like 100 miles an hour into a brick wall, and she was the only survivor. She killed her boyfriend and his best friend. It made me think about that because the parents of that situation should definitely sue, if not hire an assassin.
If not, I agree with the latter.
Yeah.
I would not know how to respond if I knew my daughter
Yeah.
found out somebody cheated on her, so she wrecked the car with some random other person in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like, yeah, there's
the
no
friend
way.
in the back is the
Like, I might
yeah.
hog tie her and submit her there myself. I might it might be weird in the house after that because I don't think I like you too much right now.
No, I don't know who I raised at that
Yeah, I
point.
don't know who I raised at all at that point. That's a weird.
Yeah.
That's a weird situation. Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean, as far as
leave. You
would-
found that
yeah.
at the party, just leave. Obviously, you were the ride.
Hold on, it was something else. Cause see, they had I go into deep holes on YouTube. You can find anything on YouTube. Just
Oh, you really did some research
Yeah.
on this story.
I found it on Facebook and went to YouTube in 2 many hours. And basically, I think she like tried it out the day before. She had went and drove down that street and did it a couple times, like trying to test it out, I guess, to see if this is gonna be the right road.
She was trying to scare him.
No, this is her by herself.
Oh, so she was practicing running the car
Yeah,
into a wall.
I think so. I think that's what the point they was trying to get across. And so that's how
Oh,
they
so
found
she
her
knew
guilty.
she was gonna kill him. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's on.
I think, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's over. And
Oh,
she
yeah,
survived.
That's
she
wild.
survived. She survived.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Man, these kids crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know what I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine being a parent of any of those children in that.
I don't want to. I
I
don't want to at
I
all,
don't want
man.
like no child, no parent. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no.
Listen, asses need to be whooped somewhere somehow.
But it
Somewhere
sounds like
along
at
the
a
way
certain
before
point, you
something
got to
gets to
know
that
your
point.
child's not mentally stable, too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
something, like in today's world with all the different influences, like we had a lot growing up. Kids have at least 2-3 times as
So
many
much more.
things just incoming at
Oh
all
my
times.
gosh.
So you gotta kind of. I think a lot of parents don't monitor their kids' mental health. They just gotta,
Yeah.
check on them briefly and then move on. Like, you gotta. I think that a lot of that comes into play too. What were you gonna say though?
Mental health check for your children. They dig this. So my 12-year-old, my daughter, right. So we had the school shootings. We had Columbine. What was that? 99.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then what? Then it was like Virginia Tech in 04. Something like that, like maybe a couple in between there. But it was, I graduated in 07. You know what I'm saying? Y'all graduated before I did. We didn't have so many instances of school shootings to go from.
Yeah.
My daughter tells me they played a game when she was in school, in elementary school. Who's going to survive the school shooting?
Whoa.
Where they would run around, where they would line up at the park when they go into recess and run around the entire recess area and time themselves to see who was the fastest and play who gonna make it.
This is the game they play at recess?
This is the game they played at recess. This is the state that our children, these are the games that, we done play, like, bro, we grew up in the hood. We done played some fucked up shit.
Yeah, we played some crazy games.
Even though I've been in the military, I done had some situations and played some games where, you know what I mean, some weird situations. But this is my 12-year-old telling me they play a game. Who's going to survive the school shooting?
And how long ago did they play this game?
This is a couple years ago.
So she was in what, third, fourth grade?
I guess
then?
this is junior. Like she is in. They go intermediate. I guess it might have been intermediate school. So she was in 5th, 6th grade.
Yeah, man, that's kind of hurtful.
It's weird. It's hilarious and sad.
At the same time,
it's been that normalized.
That's the sad part.
It's sad that it's that normalized, but that is absolutely hilarious that they play in that game. Like, man, what kind of sick shit are these kids going through?
What are they going through
to come up with that kind of game? Who's going to survive the school shooting? Where you just take off running around the parking lot? I'm gone. Hey,
I'm upset because I thought we would have lost the game. But that kid,
it's basically just a foot race.
Yeah. Hey, well, my man, she in there bragging like I always came in first. I'm I'm gonna make it. Like, Bella, don't brag like that, baby. That's the one that don't make it. Don't do that, baby. No, don't play them games.
You ain't seen enough scary movies.
You ain't seen enough scary movies. With the star of the athlete team always get injured. Like, what's my man? Friday Night Lights. They always go down. No.
Booby Miles.
Booby go down. You know Booby going down.
Yeah.
Do not. What's my man? Remember the Titans. My man got hit by the car. Left side wasn't strong enough for the car. No, baby. You ain't the fastest. Be the sneakiest.
Left side wasn't strong enough. Never see. I would have lost. I was never the fast. I was a fat kid.
Come on, you the one to make it. Everybody zooming past. They like, hi. You just nigga do.
And now I go after. No, for real. After seeing Columbine and all that, everybody said it's the weird kids that did it. So I made a choice to hang out with the weird kids.
I was nice to everybody.
Yeah. Come on, bro. I'm cool to everybody right now. Everybody, we was talking about that earlier. I cause no problems from no one.
Nobody.
No,
but nah, man, that's you said that, man. That made me think about that. She told me that crap. It blew my mind.
Yeah, that's a crazy game.
That's a crazy game. I'm about to go play. I gotta get my game up. I ain't gonna make it now. I'm like, oh dang, can't even make it around the parking lot.
If that's normalizing, is death normalizing kids' minds now too? Because I know, like for us, I think it was normalized in a different way. You know what I mean? We growing up in the hood, you saw people die, but you understood there was a finality to it that you didn't want to experience.
There was a reason.
Yeah, like there was, and then you could always kind of track why. You know what I mean? Why it happened. You know, like a lot of times it was, somebody was doing something they shouldn't have been doing. You know what I mean? But sometimes you get, just wrong place, wrong time. Has that increased? Do you now think that kids have a certain more morbid outlook on life that shouldn't?
I agree.
I never had that thought at school. I had that thought, my grandparents lived on 30th and College. Mine lived on like 29th and Broadway down the block. And so there were drive-bys in that neighborhood growing up as a kid. So I had that thought, you got to be on my 10s and 2s while I'm out here. Make sure because I've had to get down on the floor because the house got shot up. And I never had that thought at school, but maybe kids are having that thought at school now.
Yeah. Like it's just how it is.
But I'm just saying in general, like kids seem to be way more into death now than they were when we didn't fascinate on death. Like it was a sad occurrence. Yeah. But I think like depression and death, like suicide, like all of that. I think like therapy is good, but I think a lot of times therapy makes you focus on those things.
Yeah,
that's true too.
Like some people like say I've heard people say like I fully support therapy, but I do say be careful and be mindful of who your therapist is, and if you're just rehashing painful memories every time you go in there and they're not helping you work through them, then that's not a real therapist. That's just somebody likes listening to sad life stories. You know what I mean? Like so like I think everybody became a therapist at a certain point. You know what I mean? Everybody was talking about mental health and it was catchy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think people started listening to other people, and everybody's now my past traumas are affecting me. You're grown.
Everybody want to feel heard.
Yeah. So like, but that's this new younger generation, and it's being passed on to now to our kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a lot of the 20 somethings are in that space, and I think now just all of that is being passed on to kids, where there's a certain morbid outlook on life in general. Like, will I ever be happy? Like, that's been, you know what I'm saying? Like those things. And so going back to like the girl killing her boyfriend, like, yeah, we had plenty of chicks who got cheated on. None of them thought about, like, they did some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen doors get kicked. I've seen windows get broken. I've seen but none of them thought, I'm going to drive him and me into a brick wall at this time. Like
knock on wood.
I mean, full vanilla sky.
Like that's
yeah.
Yeah, and we thought that was weird when we saw that.
Come on, that was a wild movie. That was
we thought that was crazy. It's been normalized now, though. Like is that a change in mindset for kids, or are these just isolated incidents? It seems like there's a change in mindset, though.
I would say there's a change in mindset. I would agree with that.
Well, it's just so because even my daughter's asked me, like, she knows what a cemetery is, and she's never been to one.
Right.
Like, she says, "Is that where you go when you die, Daddy?" And I'm looking in the back, so like, yeah.
Where'd you hear that?
Yeah, where'd you hear that at?
I don't know, man. It's life. Life is changing in so fast paced. Time is changing so fast in life now. Like, man, come on, like even to the point of people getting sick. You know what I mean? Like I seen statistics, like cancer is on the rise for younger people in so many areas. Like, and it's just all kind of diseases are on the rise, and people are COVID. You know what I mean? Since COVID alone, like how many deaths there were just in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's not go into conspiracies.
No, it ain't about
okay,
conspiracy.
all right.
Like, it's just the literal facts of what happened. It's just one of those things that I think it's just like a outcome of so much. Like, everybody was shut down and everybody was shut down and shut in place, and the world stood still for a little while, and then the outcome of it was watching how many people died. You know what I mean? Like, literally, like New York,
we did every day, watch the death count.
Yeah, watching death counts every day. New York dude hiding bodies in like old folks' home was the mayor. Yeah. You know what I mean? My man Como was hiding bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was weird. And I like, children weren't allowed to be themselves. They couldn't go to school and be socialized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody became a little weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we all became a little weird after COVID.
Yeah.
We changed. We used to party and hang on each other and stuff. Now half the people you can't get close to. People don't even want to call on the telephone and order pizza.
That was a life-changing thing. I do order my pizza online now.
You know what I mean? You can't, literally listen to people talk. You can't really get them on the phone to want to call and talk to a stranger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the idea of contact outside of electronic format is weird to so many people.
So is that why you think human contact is so not awkward, but like face-to-face contact is so like it causes such the emotional
separation is death. Like that's all it is. Like we so separated in so many, like, and it gets bigger than what I'm just giving one example, but I can say I can explain it politically, emotionally, and like even how people look at each other intellectually, and how we call each other stupid if like we don't even understand each other on the right level anymore. Mm-hmm. We're separated in so many levels. We're consumed with death, and then we like don't even get involved with religion. We still hold up the cross for Jesus. Like we surrounded by it. So I would agree, as time has moved on, we've definitely gone more and more and more. And then like when we hide our emotions, like if stuff happens, we try to hide it from people, and you know what I mean? Like we try to deny whole concepts of people going through things. Like people still trying to fight for the rights of the Holocaust happening.
Okay, you rambling, bro. You rambling.
Yeah, come on. Let it go. My fault.
Well, we are get bigger. And we are at about the end of the show. We're about 45 minutes right now. And so I want to and go ahead and start wrapping this up. And do either of you guys have any good fatherly advice you want to pass on? I figure this episode is more about mental health, so we kind of went into this episode. But is there anything of mental health leaning you guys want to pass on? Any thoughts? Or even if it's not even about that. Any fatherly advice you want to pass on this episode?
I already said my piece about monitoring your kids' mental health.
Yeah, and I ain't got nothing special this week.
Nothing deep and interesting.
I done rambled enough.
I do enjoy your rambles, though. Shit.
No one enjoys them more than me.
Well, I will say this, just... we are on the long weekend. This is Labor Day weekend. And spend some time with your kids. I don't care what you do. Hopefully you got tomorrow off. Hopefully. It's a paid holiday for me.
Or you're getting paid double.
Yeah, hopefully you're getting paid double if you are working tomorrow. But hopefully you were able to find some time to spend with your kids, get to know your kids a little better. That's all it takes. Because I believe Jeffrey Dahmer could have got stopped if his parents just talked to him a little bit more.
That's a weird note to end on.
Yeah, this has been the Dopest
Dad. Hey, man. No, we ain't just going to end on that.
Did he eat his parents, man? Didn't they find his mama cheeks in his refrigerator?
No, he did not eat. Jeffrey Dahmer didn't eat his parents.
I never watched the Netflix show.
He ate other people. He ate other men.
I don't care to watch it. Why?
I don't care to watch it either.
It's good. I thought it was well written. And,
I'm not. Same reason I don't watch slave movies.
That
Why?
falls into my category of death too, because
what do I need to watch that for?
I'm a grim individual.
I'm cool.
See what it was like.
The things people watch, man. We get into some weird stuff. SVU.
I had
to stop watching SVU. It was too much.
What's that other show?
Too much.
What's that other one? Jessica used to watch it all the time. She had to quit watching it. Oh my gosh, it used to be extra wild.
Oh, Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds. That's it. Yeah, it was.
Eventually, I stopped watching them. I was like, man, is everybody on this show completely twisted?
Yeah. It's too much. Like, look how all that stuff we get into like that.
But at least we go in ways.
Hat coming back on.
Little fatherly advice. Spend some time with your family.
Absolutely.
But we'll catch you guys next week. It's been a Dopest Dads. Do you guys want to say your names, or do you want me to say your names?
Say my name.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I wasn't gonna do it.
It get weird now. You want me to say?
Yeah, you gotta say your name. Say your own name now.
Say your own name. My name is Randall.
Yeah, it's Chris, and just leave it there.
And this has been Fred. We catch you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.